Recording in progress.
Hello and welcome to today's webinar with eLotus, your leading provider of acupuncture continuing education. My name is Donna Chow and I'll be hosting and moderating today's class for you. Today's webinar is the second of 12 in 2023. Dr. Chang will be speaking once a month on a popular topic that we as herbalists see most in our clinic. Today's topic is headache, migraines, and neck pain, presented by Dr. Jimmy Chang. Class time will run from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time, and we will have no break. Now for important details about the chat room, questions for our instructor, and your CEU quiz. For the chat room, please set your chat preference to everyone so that all attendees can see what you're typing and be part of the conversation. For questions for Dr. Chang, we ask that you type them directly to the Q&A box instead of the chat room. And finally, your quiz. It will be available the following working day, and an email will be sent to you when it's ready. Our speaker today is Dr. Jimmy Chang, a doctor of Chinese medicine trained in Taiwan and a licensed acupuncturist in California. He has over 40 years of concentrated clinical experience treating over 500,000 patients and applying his expertise in differential diagnosis and herbal prescription. In today's class, you will learn the tried and true formulas from Dr. Jimmy Chang, the master of herbology, as he explores the art and science of his unique herbal combinations. You'll learn about a range of herbs for relieving different types of ailments, and you will also learn the pulse indication for these specific conditions and how to prescribe a unique herbal formula. Dr. Chang previously taught a number of courses for us, which are now available for distance learning CEUs. If you want to be able to feel a patient's pulse, identify the Western medical diagnosis, and create clinically effective herbal formulas, Dr. Chang is the person to learn from. He'll be able to help improve your pulse skills and herbal skills. For learning his pulse system, I do recommend the Gold Pass membership. With this yearly membership, you have unlimited access to his foundational pulse courses and herbs. With the Gold Pass, you can also try the herbs he mentions because our sponsor, Evergreen Herbs, will provide you with an herbal voucher equivalent to the value of your Gold Pass. If you are serious about learning herbs and becoming proficient in them, there is no better value. And I'll share more information in the chat room once I return to my computer. For now, let's go ahead and begin today's class and welcome Dr. Chang.
All right, guys, it's me again. Before we begin, I wanted to give a brief overview of Dr. Chang's herbal style because he doesn't use herbs in the traditional way that is taught in school. He only uses extract powders exclusively with evergreen herbs. Evergreen carries approximately 300 single herbs and 100 formulas, and Dr. Chang's pharmacy has about 150 single herbs and formulas on shelves covering up 2 walls. And if you want to get an idea of how his pharmacy looks like, I've included the link for you in his lecture notes. It's a YouTube link that you can watch later on after class or during the break time when you have time. Formula evolution. Dr. Chang has his own formulations, which he frequently uses in his practice. He typically names the formula by what it's used for. So, for example, stress. These are his newer formulations and are subject to change as he sees more patients and modifies them accordingly. Whenever he updates the formula, he'll add a 2.0 after it so that there's a version 1 and a version 2. So what is Fang Jia Fang? If you're unfamiliar with the concept of fang jia fang, it's the combination of different formulas to yield a better effect. It is possible to do with raw herbs or with extract formulas. Each evergreen extract formula is decocted and extracted all together at the same time. This is very important as it's not the same as combining 4 different single herbs to make the formula. So the idea behind fang jia fang is to use formula plus formula, not all single herbs together. So for example, if you're making lasagna, the taste of lasagna is not going to be the same where you cook all the ingredients together versus cooking the meat separately, having the cheese separate, and then cooking the sauce separately, and then putting everything together. The ingredients don't mesh well. It tastes way better if you cook them all together. That way they all, they're all friends, they spend time together, and they just make a better lasagna. So, but if you don't understand the concept of fang jia fang very well, no worries at all. Dr. John Chen does have a video explaining fang jia fang in greater detail to help you understand the concept. And the link for the YouTube is also in your lecture notes. Dr. Chang, he gives herb bottles in 100 gram or 150 gram bottles. The 150 gram is for patients who aren't local or if it's a chronic condition. And the bigger bottle also allows the patient to receive a discount. For those 100 gram bottles, he typically prescribes 3 spoons 2 to 3 times a day. All right, so how to read Dr. Chang's prescription. So looking at the slide right now, you see Win combo is Gegentang, Jingfang Baidusan, and then at 50. So what this means is that both formulas are at 50%. So if it's a 100 gram formula, you're going to put 50 grams of Gegentang and then 50 grams of Jingfang Baidusan. You put it together and then you shake it up. Be sure to ask your patient to shake the bottle before consuming it. That way, all the ingredients just mix well together and the heavier herbs aren't just settling at the bottom. The second example, this one's a little bit harder, so pay attention. The blood pressure number 2, it has Tianma Go Teng Yin, Bansha Baizu Tianma Tang at 30. So what do you guys think this means? You can go ahead and type in the chat room too. So we're looking at the previous one. That means it's 30 grams Tianma Go Teng Yin and 30 grams Bansha Baizu Tianma Tang. But there's more formulas. There's Long Dan Xie Gan Tang and Go Teng at 20. So this means that everything after the number, everything after the number 30 is 20 grams. So let me start over. So Tianma Go Teng Yin is 30 grams. And Banshe Baizu Tianma Tang is 30 grams. Longda Shegan Tang is 20 grams and Goteng is 20 grams. So this equals 150 grams. So you can use either in your head. For me, I like to use the grams, but you can also think of it as percentages too. So if you want to make something that's 200 grams, then just go with percentage. That way the end result will be 200 grams. You guys got it? Of course you do. You're so smart. Okay, so do you have to mix herbs by yourself? You certainly can. Some formulas such as circulation sanjiao, astringent, and herbal ABX have already been pre-mixed as collection formulas. These are Evergreen's proprietary line. And many of the new formulas are not pre-mixed because Dr. Chang is still customizing them. So feel free to mix them on your own, or you can make your own and modify it a bit. So that way it's your own formula and you create your own. All right. So if you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and welcome Dr. Chang. That's the end of this short intro. And I hope it was very informative for you. All right. Let me go get Dr. Chang for you guys. Here he is.
Hi guys, it's me again, Jimmy Chen here. I'm very glad to be here with this topic of headaches, migraine, and the neck problem. I'd like to meet you guys, some new friends and some old friends here. Today we're going to talk about some very popular problems you will encounter in your office every day. Okay, let's get on with it. The pretty lady just told you how to use my fang jia fang. Actually, it's no big deal. Just put some simple or easy to use herbs and the formulas together to form a group, a teamwork to deal with the disease. Huh? Okay, first, one day in your office, some new patient came in and doctor, help me, my head is killing me. I have seen too many doctors, they didn't know why. And I've seen this almost every day, even today. I saw a big guy with headaches and he couldn't get, he was taking Tylenol and aspirin for quite a long time. But yeah, they help, but it's not the problem. The problem is not solved. It's still there even without the Tylenol. And Tylenol is very damaging to the liver. So I look at it's some kind of condition we'll be talking about in the later on. Oh, okay. So the problem is usually I ask my students to do the don't ask drill. So when the patient comes in and sits in front of you, you do not ask you, how can I help you today? What's seem to be the problem? We just take our system and do the palm, do the face, do the pulse diagnosis, do the ear diagnosis. Then we ask them, what do you want me to do for you? Okay, my headache's okay. Okay, I'll fix the headache according to my findings. But the problem is a little bit too difficult for some people, some beginners, something. So let's pretend that you already know the question. The patient's already presented you with his major complaint is the headaches. So, okay, you want me to fix your headaches? So that's my job to find out how and why he has this problem. Reasons and differential diagnosis, we must find out the reason for headaches and neck pain. Also, actually, neck pain and headaches are always connected with each other. Then herbal combinations. This is the procedure. Everything here is based on my 45 years treatment experience, not from a textbook. It's a little bit different, but you'll see. Okay, let's get on the first one. Okay, the right cun is very strong, and the right chi is long and strong, something like this. Right chi. So right cun means what? Right cun means lung and upper respiratory system, and also it means the head. If there's three solid line here, the first one means superficial. If you touch gently to the skin, you just put your finger gently on the patient's skin on the right cun, and it appears to be forceful and powerful. And then you push down a little bit deeper and still jumpy, forceful. Then you push down more and still jumpy. This is the pure yang fire pulse. More than that, it means head and the colon. A lot of a colon problem comes from this pulse. The right cun is jumpy, but it's forceful and rebounds pretty strong on both, on three levels, cun, superficial, middle, and deep. So that's colon and head. Then you should put your attention to the colon, the large intestine. How do we do that? We'll tell you later. And mostly it's the head. So if the headaches is the major complaint of the patient, then you know this is solid yang. In other words, it's fire. So we're going to put it down somehow. And the other one, the combination of this first case is the long and wiry pulse here. Right chi. So what is right chi for? Right chi is for several things. First, is the Taiyang pulse, long and wiry. This is my Taiyang pulse in my 6 Qi pulse system. Taiyang is very easy. Of course, you know, Taiyang pulse is Taiyang meridian has two, bladder and the small intestine, but they all overlapping their channels on the neck. So this one, pulse, long and wiry pulse, is Taiyang pulse, means a lot of pressure, tension on the neck. but it comes with fire, not with dead blood. So, and this is so. But in my in my reverse pulse system, pulse synergy number 2, this area is lung. Where's my color? Oh, here. And here is the liver. So what liver got to do with it? Liver has wing, cold wing, and combined with Taiyang. Liver is Jueyin. So this is the problem of combination of Jueyin and Taiyang. So we call it wing cold headaches. There's got to be a lot of headaches there, because not only the neck is so tight, but they can tell, hey, you have a wing in your body. Okay. Okay, there's 3 blue lines, weak, strong. This is the wing. If the pulse is weak in the beginning and on the surface and harder and pushed down a little bit, still weak, and pushed right down is very tight, very forceful, with rebound at the 3rd level to the bottom level. That's the wing, and wing means here, the cold wing invaded it to the patient's problem. And this Bagua pulse also means there's an inflammation or arthritis on the lower legs. Okay, anyway, the headaches comes from aggravated wing cold, tight headaches, neck and neck pain, aversion of wing and cold. So both nasal congestion and runny nose. The tongue may be thin and white because the condition seems to be powerful. The pulse is strong, but still, this is a potential cold condition. So I use this 葛根汤 and 金防败毒散. Okay, 葛根汤. In California, we're not allowed to use 葛根汤 with ma huang, so there's no ma huang in there. Well, very pity. Wish if we have ma huang, if we had ma huang, the power of the herb will be more stronger. Too bad it doesn't. We cannot use it. But even the 葛根, let me tell you a great secret of using 葛根. What about it? 葛根 can put more blood to your head. Remember that. So we have a lot of headaches is from an empty head. Sometimes when I start taking the pulse, I said, hey, your head is empty. The patient always asks, what's wrong with my head? What do you mean it's empty? It's because there's no blood supplied to the head, and she will definitely have some kind of headaches, certain type of headaches. But anyway, 葛根 can open up the neck and shoulder and help the body put more blood to the head. Try to remember that, huh? If you're not too sure, you can, if the patient sits in front of you or sit next to you, you can touch his neck or her neck to see if it's cold or hot. Sometimes it's very funny. The temperature on the neck is hot, which is not exposed, which is exposed to the air, not covered by the color, by the clothes. But if you touch the neck underneath the color, which area was covered by the clothes, is freezing cold. That's interesting. Close covered area is cold, and this area exposed to the air is hot. That means a lot of imbalance in there. So 葛根汤 can do the trick. Okay. And 金防败毒散, you people, some been following me for a while. You know, 金防败毒散 is for what? For damp heat of the surface. So I use 金防败毒散for skin problem, eczema, and psoriasis or skin allergy or something. So usually 金防败毒散 is for surface. So in this case, it's also good for surface and for the neck and shoulder. And you got to tell the patient, do not eat any kind of a cold food. Huh? Look at this, this area. It's pretty sharp. That means this girl is a little bit stubborn, OCD. And see the darkness here? Unfortunately, this spot is right on the spot of inner ear, which if you see, no matter what, huh? maybe we're not talking about headaches here, but if you see a black spot here, that's the inner ear, which will cause vertigo and dizziness. Something, doesn't matter the term, cause dizziness with some reasons. So if you see the darkness here, that means that blood stagnation. I had a very sad experience about my patient. Actually, it's not my patient. My student asked me to the hospital to check, a little chappy lady lying on the bed and bleeding from the vaginal area. Why she was bleeding? Because the doctor, he went to the hospital, big hospital in Taipei, for the vertigo. The doctor decided that she has some dead blood, stagnation. I don't know the term they use, but anyway, they use blood thinners to treat the lady. But before the vertigo is gone, the lady started bleeding. And when I was in the hospital, the doctor was circling around the ward and pulled out the sheet and said, "Oh, bleeding." Then put it back and left. Come on. But before I can manage some blood stopping charcoal medicine, she passed away. So that's sad, right? But the problem is, if there's a dark spot here, that is some dead stagnation in the ear causing headaches and dizziness. Now you learn this is worth the entire seminar. Well, for the neck and shoulder, this guy or this lady or something seems to be fine. No big deal. This line means sleep disorder. We'll be talking about sleep affective disorder in February 15 and March, about the emotional condition. You should look at here. This area. What does this place look like to you? It's so pale with the wrinkles. That means this guy has no blood supply in the ear. In the head, and very stressful. Okay. So if the cold wind here like this, you should use gentang for the neck pain and something. I once treated a military guy, a dentist, army dentist. He couldn't lift his arm to perform what dentists do, because he was taking cold shower in wintertime. He was soldier, so he used to take cold shower all the time. But I don't know why that day he caught cold and he couldn't lift his arm. And the doctor gave him some muscle relaxant for a couple of weeks and it didn't work. I gave just simply gentang because I can use ma huang in Taiwan at that time. And his arm is fine, neck is released in a few days, and he can go back to his dentist work. So gentang is very good for cold wind and everything. Any questions? Nope. Okay. Hello. Okay. This is the first case, cold wind. So now it's winter time. I don't know which part of the earth you are in now, but anyway, we're pretty cold in California. But in addition to the weather condition, people always drink ice water, cold water. Even when it's freezing outside, somebody's wearing a short T-shirt and shorts moving around. That's no good. When you get cold that much, you get a lot of problems. Okay, let's see the question. What do you think about cold shower trend? That depends how strong and how young you are. I don't like it. I do like it. You should. I want to do that. I start using cold, warm water and slowly turn off the heat, let the cold water flowing down. It's good. I like it. Okay. Oh, the second page. Okay. Okay. All the six. Oh, okay. This one is the big fire. Look at this ear. All red. See the redness? See, this area is the head. So obviously his head is swollen up. So all the six pulses are floating, strong, fast, all right twin, especially strong. When heat, this is the fire. That's very easy to make a diagnosis. So much big fire. Oh, sometimes I will tell them, hey, your body's like a volcano. Too much inflammation or the autonomical disorder that is like an engine's running too fast. There's no brake. Only the engine, the gas pedal is too strong. High blood pressure, hot head pain, aggravated by heat, flash faces and thirst, and fever, dark urine, constipation. This all fire, yellow and sticky tongue, dispelling the wind and clear the heat. Blood pressure. So I always suggest you have your patient's blood pressure taken before they sit in front of you, and then you'll get yourself a clear idea what the patient's body type is. And there's certain kind of herbs you do not use. Even the patient is asking, "Hey, doctor, I'm so tired. I can't walk. I can work. I cannot get out of bed. I'm so tired, exhausted every day. Please give me something." If the patient's with condition like this, don't you ever give him any like a 十全大补, 补中益气, something tonifying the qi and blood. Otherwise, you got a big trouble coming up. So the blood pressure is high. I have a blood pressure number 1 and number 2. There are 3 formulas to choose from this to treat this problem. First is 川油气 and white one. 夏枯草聚那个郁金. Let me explain you my philosophy in this number 1. 川油气 is different from 淮牛溪. That's the product from different area of the China. But I never use the 淮. 川 means Sichuan. It's a province, name of province. 川油气 is the drop, a lowering ability. So it put your body to drop, to conviction, to make the things, when the fire is in the head, headaches and blood pressure, 川油气 will help you to lower it down. White one is the water pill. It's made of 咸丰草 and 水丁香 to lower the body, the heat by expelling from the urination. 夏枯草 is everything for clearing the head. And 郁金,郁金 is a very funny medicine herb. It goes into the liver and kidney channel. First, it goes into gallbladder and liver to clear the bile duct and enhance the digestion. But 郁金, mostly it goes into the kidney. You can simply, if you don't have a kidney stone formula, you can just simply use 郁金 to clear the stone and help the metabolism of the kidney function. So this combination is very, very effective. And there is one single herb that sometimes can replace the whole combination. It's the 玄参. It's the 玄参. 玄参 is a cold, the black shen, so it can cool down the heat and also clear the kidney. So 玄参 is very good for kidney type of blood pressure. I have encountered 2 cases today. A lady with very weak, pale, and her pulses are all weak. But I touched her Shaoyin pulse. Oh, it's so big that her blood pressure was 190 over 120. But the normal pulse are very soft and weak. So be careful with the, I call it the hidden, invisible blood pressure. It's very dangerous. All the pulses are quiet and smooth, but the blood pressure is damn high. It comes from the kidney. So the 郁金 is good for that kind of problem. And 玄参. 玄参 is a cold medicine, very cold. I use it for the thyroid nodules and all the lumps, everything. And it's black. Black goes into kidney. It's cooling down the kidney fire. The second one, number 2, blood pressure number 2, 天麻钩藤饮, 半夏天麻白术汤, 龙胆泻肝汤, 钩藤. This medicine, this number 2 also good for vertigo, for any kind of a dizziness, even without a high blood pressure. Still, 天麻钩藤饮 Hemagotin is for liver fire. So it's on the left-hand side. The left guan is strong and floating. So it's for liver fire. Liver fire also in our system means some kind of stress and sleepiness. Yeah, I mean insomnia. So it's called liver fire. If you find your patient has liver fire and his major complaint is sleeping disorder, you can directly use 天麻gotin with high blood pressure or not. And 半夏天麻白术汤 is also for vertigo, for dizziness, but it's for deep and forceful pulse on the left one. So it's different, huh? And 龙胆泻肝汤 is for long and wiry pulse, wiry for liver fire. Goten is for wing. The blood pressure is considered to be wing in our system. Okay, put this together. If the liver fire, the blood pressure with the stress and everything actually is autonomical disorder causing the sympathetic nervous system too active and the parasympathetics are not working to suppress it. So it's out of balance, only yang, no yin. So you should use this, or you can add 玄参 to it. The last one is general. That's my unique invention. USA 1. Gardenia Complex Evergreen Collection formula is made of 白虎汤 and 龙胆泻肝汤 and 淄博地黄丸. It's all for the top and middle and lower jaw for the fire. So it's good for all kind of headaches. If you don't know the reason, just for at least you can take the pulse, at least you can take the blood pressure. When the fire is raging, then you just simply use it. It works just like magic. And looking at this guy, oh, see the head? It's all red. It's no doubt, huh? The head is swollen. Gotta have headaches. And the neck and shoulder, this is the lumbar. Look at so dirty. And this is the sciatica area, so dirty. And this is the knee joints. And this is the colon, all dirty. So this guy definitely will require some kind of a heat clearance formula, including my astringent complex. Huh? Ooh. Any questions? Okay, next one. Okay, this okay. The left one is wiry and strong. Liver, young headaches, high blood pressure, dizziness, severe pain in both sides, depression and anger. Actually, it's not depression. It's stress. Different headaches, aggravation, light headache, irritable, restless sleep. Restless is the good word, and the hypochondriac pain. Like a thin yellow red tongue and dirty things. So we use blood pressure combo number 2. Even this major complaint is just headaches and sleeping problem, not headaches. Even headaches, even the blood pressure is a little low, it's still fine. You can use it for liver fire. So I combine the 天麻钩藤饮 and 半夏天麻白术汤 together. So either the left one is floating strong or is deep and forceful. It works both sides. Okay. What's the formula combo? USA 1, I just told you. So I like to use the blood pressure combo number 2, even for people without high blood pressure, but still have stress, very nervous and with lots of fire with the, like I said, the car is only the gas pedals being stepped down and no brake is applied. So it's only fire, only yang, no yin, who can use this Bansha to clear the head. He will be sleeping better and headaches will be gone. Okay. The pulse on the left hand is thin and weak. Okay. This is the time for weak condition. Okay, look at this area. Before I take the pulse, I always ask them to show me the hands. And by looking at this area, it looks so pale and white, then I can definitely tell she's anemic. And be advised, if the patient is anemic and with high blood pressure, you must focus on the kidney condition. How do we know there's a kidney problem? In addition to looking at the ear point, the pulse or kidney is like this. Like I said, the first one is the superficial feeling, and the middle and the deep is weak. When you touch the pulse gently, it's very weak. Then you start pushing down a little bit, the rebound becomes stronger. Then you keep on pushing down to the bone, and the rebound is gone. So it's weak, strong, weak. It's definitely kidney related. It's not the sex hormone or female hormone or men's hormone. It's got nothing to do with that. It's the pure kidney function. Maybe some, if the ear point of the kidney area is pure white, then you know the blood flow through the kidney is deficient. So the kidney function will be lower than normal. That's a very bad thing. And low, and with this, and with also high blood pressure, you got to be careful, huh? Actually, today we're not talking about blood pressure. Well, the major thing we're talking about is headaches. So this guy is or this lady is so weak. Maybe she or he is losing blood from somewhere, the colon or the period is too much. Then you have to put more attention to the other part of the pulses, huh? The pulse on the right and left hand is thin and weak. Qi and blood deficiency, headaches, and dizzy. Of course, it's dizzy. There's no blood in there. Continuous headaches aggravated by fatigue, loss of appetite, and palpitation, shortness of breath, and the pulse can be fast and weak. The low pulse can be 90, 100, but the blood pressure is only 90 over 60. It's very low. So in this case, sometimes we know we need to use the energy combo. Oh, this is interesting. You know, in the past, I do not use this one. 十全大补 very often. I don't use it very often because it sometimes causes more fire, more problem than it already has. But now I do. First, I use 十全大补 in the ladies' infertility. For having a baby, I use my best baby maker. I have a combination to help the baby the lady to ovulate. And with all those kidney yang tonifying herbs, sometimes, it's not sometimes, most of the time I'll add like 25% 十全大补 to boost up the energy to have baby. It works. The first lady, she was in my office in a month and got pregnant. She couldn't even do it for IVF and the previous condition. In the first week, only one bottle of medicine. I give her my heat clearing formula and 栀子. 栀子 is a very red and cold herbs to clear the fire in her uterus womb or something like that. And then I add tonify best my baby maker with the 十全大补, all the 贵妇地黄 to tonify her body. Now she's pregnant. Nice. Oh, anyway, nowadays I'm using 十全大补 for really weak, pale person. And this is another interesting combination. Okay, the energy combo is very common. You got to be careful if you choose to use it. Make sure the patient is weak and pale and real weak, not the appearance. Maybe she looks so pale and so tired, so no energy, but her blood pressure is extremely high, you cannot use it. Be very careful. Is once you made your final decision is pure weak, then you use it, you get a good, very good result. So 人参养荣汤, we talked about last time. 人参 is the garlic, Korean ginseng or something like that. No, it's not that strong. It's just pure, simple ginseng. Yang means nourish. Yin means blood. So this one is for nourishing the blood, so get the blood stronger. But so put them together, 人参养荣 and 十全大补. There's no reason the patient won't get good energy. But majorly is this one. This one is very interesting. This is my unique combination. Not too much. 五味子15, 15. I 黄芪 25. 五味子 五 means 5. 味 means taste. That means the seeds have different taste in that. If you chew it, if it's bitter and and the color is dark and inside is red and it tastes sour and warm. If you keep on chewing it, your mouth will start warming up right away. So when we were younger, we used to chew it in the wintertime. And 黄芪 is the tonifying agent. Put 五味子 and 黄芪 together. This medicine will help the patient to get better energy by enhancing the digestion power. And 黄芪 means the qi. And when the qi, like a locomotive or train, will help to all those blood tonifying medicine to start working together. So 五味子 and 黄芪 is a perfect couple. Make them together, and the 黄芪 is the color is brown, light brown. So light brown color goes into the stomach, and 五味子 goes everywhere. Blood, kidney, liver, and sour taste goes to the liver, and the warm goes to everything. So put them all together is a perfect combination for enhancing the entire energy. But for headaches, if her problem is not tired, just headaches. Okay, headache, no blood. So this is the best formula for blood deficiency, for the headache caused by blood deficiency. Is the 川穹茶调散。这是什么？哦，白芷夏枯草。OK， 川穹 is the is one of the 4四物汤。川穹 is the blood moving medicine, and also he has his own engine. Okay, 当归, you know 当归 for moving the blood. Actually, 当归 is moving herb, right? But it doesn't have its own motor. He cannot move without somebody else to pushing it. But just like an engine, you need to have your own. Like a cargo, you need an engine, like a power to push it. But 川穹 is blood cleaning herbs with his own engine, with his own motor to move around. He doesn't need anybody to give a push. He can move by himself. So 川穹 especially put more blood to the head. Try to remember that. Put more blood to the head. And so when this is the head, right? This is also the abdomen area. If this area is pale, then you need something to push to the head, like a 葛根汤. 葛根 open up the neck and shoulder, and 川穹 bring more blood to the head. And the headaches will go away. 茶 actually means tea. The green tea or something, oolong tea. 调 means mixed. So they got something to do with tea, and 川穹 is a perfect combination for clearing your headaches with a lot of anemia. 白芷 is open for opening the head circulation too. 夏枯草 works much better. Xiaokucao is a very bitter medicine. It works for everything, for the eyes, for the ear, for the mouth, even for the neck and shoulder, which includes the thyroid glands. So Xiaokucao and Baizi is another perfect combination. You can use it for clearing the head. Okay. Pale pencil with high. Yeah, of course. So be careful with the blood pressure, huh? Okay. Any questions? Try to learn my Bagua pulse. It's very effective. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so like I said, I always watch the patient's hands before I start taking the pulse. Look at this area. The tip of the finger is swollen. That means head and shoulder. This one, of course, all this condition cannot happen at the same time to the same person. I just specially designed with my graphic stuff to show you different condition. So see the tip of the fingers are swollen and thicker than the finger itself. So that means head and shoulder are swollen up. You can directly tell, hey, your head is swollen, exploding up. It's so much heat in there. And see this one, I made this two finger more pointy and pale, make it look so white. So it means, hey, you can directly tell, hey, you don't have any blood in the head. Your head is empty. Your mind is empty because your head is too small and no blood supply in your head and shoulders. See the paleness? Then actually you already know what prescription you should use. Huh? And this brown or dark blue color in this area is the cholesterol. And the little swollen finger area is fatty liver. Okay, this is the liver. This is called liver palm, the palm of liver. If it's red here with the red dots, it's either cirrhosis or liver hepatitis. Or anyway, it's very bad liver. And liver governs everything. You don't need me to tell you that. Liver means emotional condition, energy, allergy, immune system, emotional stress or whatever. It's all in the liver area. And the liver also combined in my pulse synergy pulse system, reverse pulse system. Number 2, liver is combined with stomach. It makes sense, right? Stomach controlled by liver and gallbladder. So if this area is red, I would tell them, hey, your liver is very bad. And directly, I would tell them, be careful with the sugar. Huh? This got something to do with sugar, diabetes. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the arrow. Oh, this area, this is the breast. If this area is very red of a lady, you should take a look at, I'm not asking you to take a look at her breast. Take a look at her ear. You can see if there's ear, a point about the breast condition on the ear or not. Usually it does. And this is the blue line, is the digestion condition. This blue line is anxiety. And see this area, this abdominal area with a little shape of an island? That means cyst. If for men, it could be the prostate condition. Huh? This pericardium area is the 内关, and that means mood and period. When it's dark, it'll become darker, the more stagnation it is. It has. And this area is pale like the previous page, like this. Looks so pale. Yeah? You can see it, right? I made it more whiter than normally. And that means anemic. And definitely this man or lady has a lot of problem. Well, if for a weak lady is fine, she may be very picky about the food, being a vegetarian or something like that. But For a big guy or man with a paleness there, with an anemic condition, that could be bad. Can be something not so good. Be careful. Pale person with HIV. Of course, headache will cause, the cough will cause headaches with the vibration and stuff. Okay, next one would okay. Okay, blood stagnation will do cause diagnosis. This is easy because it's my deep and scattered pause. If you do not know my scattered pause, well, go to elotus.com, .org. They have a lot of my video teaching clips. You can go take a look. This is scattered pause is in my first pause group, the six pause. 大, big, small, scattered, slippery, something. We talk about blood stagnation there. The scattered pause means the pause has no boundaries, no shape. See, this is the pause. Pause has this shape. It's like a straw. Should be, at least, is feelable, touchable. But in the scattered pause, has no, no feeling. Just, can they see? Okay, everybody has his own sample on your hand. See this area? There we have veins here. We don't have an artery here. This is the veins. You just try to feel that veins with your fingers. Then that is scattered and weak. No shape. You cannot find the boundary of the pause, the vessel. It's just something soft. But there's no doubt there's something there underneath. But you just couldn't feel it. No shape, soft and scattered. This is the model. You can feel it anytime. Okay. So that's the stagnation causing conditions. Let's see. Okay. Okay, scattered pause. That's very easy. If you do not know how to take my pause, you can try to learn from my system, from my clips on YouTube, or can ask Tina or the eLotus, or you can simply learn from your patient. See the ear. You can look at the ear. You will see some dead blood. See this one. This is the blood stagnation in the head. Maybe he or she had injury before and see the darkness there. And that's the stagnation, the scattered. See? So old traumatic injury in the head, blood stasis, headache, lingering headache, prolonged, unhealed, fixed spot, dark purple tongue. You can see the tongue, the veins under the tongue. You can tell there's darkness there. And promote burst and remote stasis. So I have a circulation combo. That's very interesting. It's like a blood mover, but a little bit stronger than blood mover. Okay. The circulation combo is 生痛足浴汤、血府足浴汤、黄芪健中汤. Okay. 生 means body, 痛 means pain, 足 means expel, 瘀 means blood stagnation. Like this. Stagnation, 血府足浴汤, 血 means blood, 府 means blood area, 足 means expel, 瘀 again is the blood stagnation. So 生痛足浴汤 is for whole body, whole channel circulation, and it's good for all kind of pain, starting from head, neck, back, leg, knee joints, feet, or something. It's all good for that, for all kind of joint pain. And 血府足浴汤 mostly is for upper jaw, for mood, for emotional distress, or some kind of negative thoughts. People have affect my paperwork for USC is the affective disorder. There's simply two kinds. One is too aggressive. The other kind is too inward, too weak. Those people do not hurt other people. Just they kept everything inside. That's the anxiety. When you keep it outside to bother all the other people around you, that's stress. The treatment is different. But in the 血府足浴汤 can take care of all of them. If you do not know how to make a differential diagnosis of what kind of a emotional condition this man is having, then you just simply use 血府足浴汤. As long as not he or she is not too anemic. If the patient is bleeding from the period and you didn't find out, well, use 血府足浴汤 will make everything worse. Okay, be careful. But in a good way, I put 黄芪健中汤 to it, just in order to prevent the damaging power of those blood moving combos. So 黄芪, like we earlier mentioned, 黄芪 is a very interesting, actually is listed as the #1 good herb in my Chinese textbook. 黄芪 is the king of the medicine. Anyway, it makes things better with a better energy something. 健 means build up. 中 zong means middle means stomach. So 黄芪健中汤 means it helps you to build up the energy from digestion up, because we need to eat to get more energy, right? So the 黄芪健中汤 help your body to digest better and try to help you. Our stomach is a factory that manufactures all the energies and the things from the absorption, the nutrition of the food. So we have to make sure the factory is producing enough products properly. So by using 黄芪健中汤, you have good energy from your food. So we're gonna have to eat anyhow. Okay, so put them together. It's very good for circulation, especially 黄芪健中汤里面 it has a 桂枝 or something. It will help to circulate the blood to the extremities. And the head combo, the 川芎茶调散, 白枝 and 夏枯草 we mentioned earlier on the previous page. Okay, any questions? Okay. Let me. Okay. You see this lady? There's a little stagnation point. See the darkness? That's the chest. Maybe some old injury or drinking too much ice water in hot days when body, after exercise, the body is hot, and drink some ice cold juice or water or Coca-Cola, causing the blood stagnation and chest pain forever. See the darkness here? That's the stomach. A stomach, well, what do you mean darkness? It could be the old scar, an old ulcer that healed and left the scar. But even that the patient, it might not feel it because it just healed itself somehow and left the scar. It really doesn't matter much. And this is the hip and the knee joints. This one, the chest, is a lot of congestion. So she might have a little congestion. You can use my chest combination is the Dansen and Shichangpu. 单身 and 时常谱. This is my chest combo for opening up all the chest and actually open up your nose and everything. 时常单身 is the blood moving herbs, but it's very mild. Usually we use it for cardio stagnation or congestion. 时常谱 is a kind of an opener, open up all the closed channels and the eyes, nose, everything. Okay. Press ear point, not yet. And at the end of this class, I will show you. Don't worry. Okay, next one. Oh, okay. This one is clear. Good. Hold on. This area inside it could be brownish or red. If it's red, that means the inflammation is going on. Some tissues in the breast is still growing. It's alive. It's not alive. It's life. So the tissues are still growing. It's a bad sign. If it's dark, that may be just some lump and fibroid or something. It's not fibroid. It's just something lump and dead meat. It doesn't mean much. So, but watch this. If the lady, one ear is red and one ear is brown, the other ear is brown, that's not good. Could be cancerous. And also some spot on the face, the cancer signs is there. Be careful. This could be something real bad. So one ear is red, the other one is brown. It's no good. Be careful. Okay, good. Here. Okay, look at this lady or something. Yeah. See all the redness in the head? She definitely will have had headaches. And look at this. This is the ovary. Ovary is big and strong, like a balloon. So I always ask, how many kids do you have? I have 5. I have 10. I saw a lady with 10 kids. But with a head like this, her headaches is definitely there, and constant headaches with all the inflammation there. And this area is the skin allergy. And see the pelvic area? It's so red, inflammation. This is the knee joints, and this is the hip. This area is hip. This is the knee joints. And the kidney area is white, it's pale. That means function is low. And this seems to be the gallbladder and the breast. Yeah, something here. You can see something there. Maybe it's a breast condition. But anyway, the head area is very clear. And see this one here? It could be the kidney stone. And inflammation in the stomach. There's got to be the kidney stone here. Okay. Okay, how about high blood pressure? Yeah, kidney type. Only Shaoyin pulse is big, hard like a rubber tube, and jumpy, blood control number 1. Arteriosclerosis. All pulses are big, hard like a rubber tube, and jumpy. Type number. Usually I would use number 2. Okay, we explained this earlier before, so I'm sure you have good ideas about that, right? Okay, let's go on with it. Ooh, migraine. Okay, we'll take a little break. 7 minutes to change the stuff, okay?